I didn't want to record. I wanted to get a picture. Yeah, my hair's almost all gray, and I'm gonna go get a haircut. I'm gonna actually have somebody else cut it, trim it out, trying to get the rest of the color out. I have not had anybody cut my hair since high school, and I took cosmetology, and I don't even know if I let them. I think we had to. I think we each had to be that person. I remember not liking it too much. I didn't really much like my hair, so I don't understand that because you would think I'd want to cut it all off. But I was taught, my father was Native American, and so hair was a big deal. And I think my mother was the same way. She didn't cut her hair when we were young. I was like, I don't know, 3 or 4. Dad overheard us screaming and hollering as she was combing her hair, and her head would jerk as she would pull it, trying to get. I always have had snarls underneath here. I must have had hair from hell because it hurt. And I know my sister screamed too. And Dad come out and he gave us both pixies right there on the porch. I don't know if that's called trauma, but when you're little and your hair's long and then you have none, it's a pretty big shock for your system. And my mother, she made sure she never brushed our hair in front of my father again. He didn't like hearing that screaming. It sounded like we were being tortured, I guess. I think I asked him years later. I said, "Why did you do that, Dad?" He said, "Exactly what you thought." He said, "I got tired of hearing you guys screaming. It broke my heart to hear you screaming. I felt like your mother was hurting you and she could go easier, and she was your mother and she was the one taking care of your hair, and I had no clue how to do little girls' hair." I said, "Well, you certainly knew how to use those clippers now, didn't you?" He said, "Yeah, I did know how to do that. I used to cut my own hair, so yeah, I knew how to do the clippers." It was an awful haircut, and I told him that too. I said it was awful. I said it traumatized us, you know. Them clippers were loud, and all our hair was on the floor on that porch. I remember it was a gray color. It's weird what we remember, isn't it? Do you have any stories like that you know? I know I forgave my father for that, and I understood why he did it, but not always knowing why somebody does it doesn't make it feel okay. But I was glad I talked to my father about it, and I was glad that he said he didn't